student, class 11 physics, and chapter name is frictions, and our today topic is coefficients of frictions. Frictions coefficients. Coefficients of frictions is of two types. Coefficients of frictions is two types. That means coefficients of static frictions and coefficients of kinetic frictions. There are two types of frictions, coefficients of frictions. Now first, coefficients of static frictions. Listen to carefully. The force of static frictions are limiting frictions. The force of static frictions is small fs between the two surfaces in contact is directly proportional to the normal reactions R. Normal reactions. That means static frictions is directly proportional to the normal reactions between the two surfaces in contact. Or we can write small fs equal to mu s r, where mu s is constant of proportionality, and it is called coefficients of static. It is a constant, proportionally constant, and mu s is also known as static frictions. Coefficient of static frictions. Then in this above equations we can write mu s, that is equal to small fs upon r. This is the coefficients of static frictions. Therefore, the coefficients of static frictions is defined as the ratio of limiting frictions and normal reactions. This is our coefficients of static frictions. And second, coefficients of kinetic frictions. Listen to carefully. The force of kinetic frictions Fk. Kinetic frictions force is a Fk between the two surfaces in contact is directly proportional to the normal reactions. Similarly, listen to carefully. The force of the kinetic frictions small fk is directly proportional to the normal reactions between the two surfaces in contact. That means capital R. Capital R is a normal reactions. R Fk, that is equal to mu Kr, where mu K is a proportionally constant and mu K is also known as the coefficients of kinetic frictions. Coefficient of kinetic frictions. Then in this equations we can write mu K, that is equal to small fk upon r. Therefore, the coefficients of kinetic frictions is defined as the ratio of force of kinetic frictions and normal reactions. Now, the kinetic frictions Fk is always smaller than the limiting frictions Fs, and kinetic frictions Fk is always smaller than the limiting frictions, that means Fs. Then we can write the coefficients of kinetic frictions is always smaller than the coefficients of static frictions. Most important topic in this chapter, angle of frictions. Angle of frictions. The angle subtended by the resultant of normal frictions, subtended by the resultant of the normal reactions and force of limiting frictions. Force of limiting frictions. That means force of limiting frictions is Fs. With the normal reaction is called, repeating again, the angle subtended by the resultant of the normal reaction and force of limiting frictions. With the normal reactions is called angle of frictions. With the normal reactions is called angle of frictions. It is denoted by lambda. Angle of frictions is denoted by lambda. In this picture shows the rectangular block laying on a horizontal plane. Rectangular block laying on a horizontal plane in the state of limiting equilibrium. The force acting on the blocks. Force acting on this block. We have 4 types forces. First, weight mg. Weight is small. Mg of the block in vertically downward directions. Vertically downward directions mg. And second force, normal reaction are in vertically upward. That means normal reactions upward directions. And external force capital F. External force capital F towards right. थर्ड है एक्सटर्नल फोर्स. एक्सटर्नल फोर्स कैपिटल F. Direction is towards right. Toward right. And fourth, force of limiting frictions Fs towards left. That means जो डायरेक्शंस है ये हमारा स्मॉल Fs लिमिटिंग फ्रिक्शंस. लिमिटिंग frictions. Force of limiting frictions Fs towards left. Repeating again. Shows the rectangular block. It is our rectangular block laying on a horizontally plane in the state of limiting equilibrium. The force acting on the block, 4 types. First, weight mg of the block. Weight mg of the block is vertically downward directions. And second, normal reactions. Normal reactions are in vertically upward directions. And external force capital F. External force capital F towards right. And the limiting frictions, force of limiting frictions Fs towards left. Then resultant of Fs and R. In this condition, resultant of Fs and R can be obtained by contributing the parallelogram. Parallelogram A, B and C. A, B, C, O. Yeah, O, A, C, B is our parallelogram. The diagonal OC gives the resultant of Fs and Fr. Repeat again. Resultant of Fs and R can be obtained by the constructing the parallelogram OACB. The diagonal OC gives the resultant of Fs and R. Therefore, the angle between the angle between OC and OB is the angle of frictions. That means angle of BOC, that is equal to lambda. Angle of frictions is denoted by lambda. Then angle of BOC, that is equal to lambda. In the right triangle, triangle OBC. Look at this picture. OBC is a right angle. Then tan lambda, that is equal to BC upon OB. Tan lambda, that is equal to BC upon OB. And BC, in this picture, BC is equal to OA. Then we can put the value OA upon OB. And OA is a force of limiting frictions. Then tan lambda is equal to limiting frictions Fs, and OB, that is equal to reactions, normal reactions. Or we know that the limiting frictions coefficients of static frictions mu s, that is equal to Fs upon R. Then putting the value Fs upon R, that is equal to mu s. Then mu s, that is equal to tan lambda. Thus, the coefficients of static frictions is equal to tangent of angle of frictions. For perfectly smooth surface, angle of frictions is 0. Okay, thank you.